Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to the Third and One podcast.
Come here a little
These are
bit.
my boys, Boyd and Memphis. My name is Powlas. We're just gonna get baked real quick, because it eases the mind. It makes us less argumentative, and we like to agree and just talk ball.
Got him. Got him. Go to the lobby.
Can you get me a lighter from the bedroom?
My bad. My bad, chat. Let me finish this game and we can look at this podcast. No doubt.
Today, we're just a couple of bored football fans that want to go over some stuff that we like the draft that's coming up, 2026. We wanted to talk about some of the college football players that are making an outstanding, shine. Kind of like, let me see, what was his name again from Colorado State? Projected. I think the Jets or the Titans are going to get the first pick, and then they're going to have their chance. Oh, here he is, right here. Owen Long, Colorado State. He's just one of the most underrated, I think, players, but he has like good solo tackling. He's only a sophomore. He's young. 58 solo tackles. So he's a dog. He's kind of like Luke Kuechly. You know how good Luke Kuechly was? Then if you see him on draft night and you see Owen Long, then you won't be, like questioning who it is from Colorado State. You also have Woodaz from Clemson. I mean, he's pretty good for as bad as the team was this year. I don't know, Memphis. What defensive players do you think will be good
Hold on,
this
give me
year in the
just a
draft?
second, brother. I'm about to finish this dub chat and I'm locked in. Hold on.
The Jets, QB from Indiana, probably Mendoza is what a lot of people are projecting. But I mean, if Mendoza performs like he has been all year long in the NFL, then no one's really going to complain. But if he could do that against defenses, like, he's probably going to have to play against Georgia if he goes to the Natty. And he's going to have to play against Ohio State here in the Big Ten Championship. So we'll get to see the real Mendoza then. And they beat teams by a lot of points this year. So they've been putting up like 80 on certain teams. So I have faith in Mendoza, and then his brother plays tight end, so I think that's cool. We got the projected trade. Browns flip spots with the Giants. We have Jackson Dart was their draft pick,
Oh my lord,
and
both
they
of y'all are
really need to
trash.
build
Repeat the
around
game.
that. Just in my opinion, I think they need to build around Jackson Dart because he's
I ain't trying to
really
interrupt
good.
you, pal, but can you please clip that little please, please, please. I hate
Yeah,
that.
I'll
I'm so
clip
great.
it. Let me just go to the over the top five real quick. Dante Moore, QB, Oregon,
I can never
Cleveland
find the
Browns.
lighter when I need one.
And then the Giants, if they switch picks with the Browns, they
No.
should go for offensive line, is what a lot of the experts say. But I think the Giants are probably going to get a wide receiver because the neighbors has been hurt, and then no one's really been out there for Jackson Dart to throw the ball to. So if they get an extra receiver, then the guys will have more incentive to block, just in my opinion. We got the Tennessee Titans. They really should go for offensive line or wide receiver or running back. I really don't know. I mean, the Tennessee
Can you bring
Titans
me a
could
cup
get a
of
whole
water?
new team in the draft, and they still probably wouldn't be doing as good. We have the Las Vegas Raiders. The experts say they need to get Ty Simpson from Alabama. I could see Mendoza or Ty Simpson going to the Raiders.
John, there's a candle lighter
I
literally
really
right
don't
here.
see the Raiders making a mistake at pick for quarterback when they're owned by Tom Brady. That's just also my opinion. And then yeah, let me clip this thing for Memphis real quick. Memphis, if you had to guess who are the Saints
I'm
gonna
back.
get, we can go in reverse. What's up?
Sorry.
Darn, you just missed the nastiest thing ever. Pal, I definitely heard you.
What's up, G peeps? We're
Fucking
doing a little 3rd-and-1 podcast right now. We're talking about football. And we're talking about the draft and everything. What do you have any opinions on let's see.
Not really.
Well, let's see. Let me give you some so the Jets first pick, right? Indiana, they say Fernando Mendoza, that guy who's undefeated, senior, and he played for Cal and he beat Dante Moore when Dante Moore played at UCLA, and then Indiana beat Oregon earlier this year. So they're saying Fernando Mendoza, the
Titans are gonna
QB
have the
for
number 1 pick.
Indiana, could be number 1. And then they have
Titans have the number 1 pick, and they have desperate offensive line needs. I see them trading out of the number 1 pick for like a lower pick and taking linemen. No joke.
Yeah, what kind of lineman do you think? Francis Magola? I don't know how to say his name. Maui Go from Miami. We could look at the top prospects for tackles. You got Spencer Fano from Utah.
Ain't no way I lost that, bro. I hear it, number.
We got
That's
Ollie
actually insane.
Vega Iona, the guard from Penn State.
It's actually insane. There's no way I
You
lose
need
that.
tackle to build around.
A tackle.
My guess is probably either Spencer Fano
Yeah,
or
Fano
Caden
or
Proctor.
Lumo. Caleb Lumo.
Caden Proctor.
Caden Proctor's better than Lumo? Yeah, I mean, you would know. Let's see. Caden Proctor, yeah, I mean, he's right below on the list, but in your opinion. Yeah, I mean, a tackle. So you're saying they start with the tackle on the edge, right? You seal the edge.
Yeah, I think that they'll trade down to probably like 15 or lower in the first round. So they'll swap first rounds, they'll get a second round and a third round, maybe a player, and they'll move from 1 to like 15 to take a tackle.
I can see that.
Because I don't really there's no one player in this draft to me that's like he's got to go 1 overall. Like he's just so good that if you pass up on him, it's a generational blunder. Right? There's no player that's that guy in this draft for me.
Yeah, nobody's that.
The only person I would say, I don't know if he's going to the draft. He's probably going to stay 1 more year, but that's why I said the only person realistically would be Jeremiah Smith. And he's a receiver.
Sophomore, right?
If we talking about generational talent, that's like you feel.
Is he a sophomore? Can he go to the NFL after this year?
I think he is a sophomore. Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Yeah, so he could definitely go into the draft.
I don't think he's going to, though, honestly.
Nah, yeah. It doesn't say anywhere that he is. But you're right. I mean, who can we really think about? Caleb Downs would be a guy that I could think would be almost like, like a Troy Polamalu in a way. Because he's been playing football since he was a kid, and his dad's been teaching him to read defensives and watch film since he was really young. And he was one of the main reasons Ohio State's defense took over last year, in my opinion.
Give me this kid from Oh shit, that's what's going on. Give me this kid from Indiana, this Fernando Mendoza kid, the quarterback from Indiana, the Hoosiers.
Yep.
He is throwing at a 72% rate this season completion. That puts it in percentage-wise, that's going to put him in the top 5 of quarterbacks in this upcoming draft.
Yeah. Indiana. What conference are they in?
The
Big Ten.
The Big Ten, they're
yep.
about to play
Big
Ohio
Ten?
State for
Let's
the
be real.
championship.
Let's be real. I'm not trying to sound like I'm beat writer, like downplaying his talent, but it's like, bro, the Big Ten ain't really known for like competition when it comes to like in-conference games. If you get what I'm saying, like I'm not saying I'm like that to like take anything away from the game, but it's like
The Big Ten has a lot of good teams.
But the thing is, you have to play those teams. Like if we look at Ohio State's off like their schedule, bro, a good portion of their season, they're not playing nobody that's worth that competition that we're looking at right now.
Indiana's 12-0. They're the second ranked team.
I get
Behind Ohio
that, but
State.
what I'm saying is you can be 12-0 if you're playing against the right teams. All it takes is that one team to show you that, like, yo, like we have that defense that got the answers, and all that momentum it shifts, bro. Let's be
It doesn't
real.
look like anyone has an answer on defense. They're winning their games 55-10, 55-6, 31-7,
That
56
goes
against
into what I'm
Purdue.
saying. Like, who are they playing? Like, Purdue is not like, you feel me. Granted, Purdue has their known conference team, but it's like Purdue ain't been a good team in how many years, bro? That's a perfect example.
I think Ohio State really solidified themselves last weekend though when they beat Michigan 27-9. Because I
Like
was
that's
looking
an
forward to
example.
that game.
That's a team that's worthy of talking about when you compare
They
a
beat
team against, like, you feel me?
they beat the third ranked Oregon Ducks 30-20. That team's notoriously good on defense
Oh,
this year.
that's Indiana. Yeah, Indiana beat Oregon, but Oregon really doesn't play anybody. Kind of is the same.
But that's what I'm
If you
saying. The
want to
Big
say
Ten. If
that
we look at,
argument,
if we let me like, thank you for bringing that up. Like that's why I was explaining earlier. Like if we look at like Big Ten conferences versus like the SEC, like you can't tell me that the SEC doesn't have more competition when it comes to regular season games, even the postseason. It's like, bro,
The
you feel
level of
me? Any
cornerbacks
team,
in the Big Ten is some of the best in the league. When you look at when you go
that's
down to
statistically,
cool.
the
But it's
yeah.
SEC,
like,
you're looking at LSU
who
with
do
some
they
of the
be
best
playing?
receivers. You can the thing about like LSU is you look at the receivers, they make the quarterback look good. The problem in the Big Ten is all of the quarterbacks have on average a lower percentage because the corners are so good in the Big Ten. So for somebody to be in the Big Ten boasting a 72% completion rating means they're doing it against a lot of corners that are shutout. When you look at EJ Emerson came out of
Yeah, I
OSU.
can't say
When
that
you look
though.
at
I can't say that if you're comparing it against the SEC.
Yeah, there's a
the
lot
SEC
of
is
good
like they're
cornerbacks in the
like because when
draft
I
this
think of
year.
the SEC, I'm thinking of like receiver heavy teams. I'm thinking of good defensive tackles, good
You just can't look
linebackers.
at it like that because we can look at the SEC, bro. SEC definitely has more all around teams than any conference, and that's definitely, I don't think that's arguable.
Right, but we're looking at positional matchups, right? Because we're not like because none of these teams are going to the NFL, right? You have to look at individual players and their
Yeah, I
matchups
was gonna
But
against
that's
say
what
we're
I'm saying.
talking about.
I feel like the SEC has more all around players on both sides of the ball than the Big Ten for sure.
the. So when you look on average, when cornerbacks go in the top 10 on the draft, they're coming from usually the Big 10 or the Big 12. They're
Okay,
coming from schools like
so
Michigan,
That's
USC.
highly
let's put
debatable.
this
That's
down
highly
though on
debatable.
paper real quick. So Big Ten
But I
QBs versus SEC QBs. You know what I'm saying? Like who is our best QB for you right now? You know what I'm saying? Versus Mendoza, I guess in the Big Ten.
I can't
In
really
the
answer them.
SEC, who is the best?
I'm
It's
gonna be real. Like
probably Reed
I haven't been
for A and
watching
M.
as much college football this season, so you feel me? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I just know every quarterback that's playing right now. You feel me?
Hold on.
That's just me personally. That's just me
No, yeah,
personally.
no, that's no, yeah, no. The competition, you're exactly right. So the competition's a little bit harsher, like because there's so many NFL talent comes out of the SEC every year. But it's also valid that you're dominating the living crap out of everyone else on your side of the ball. It doesn't matter, I guess, if you're in Indiana,
That's
Wyoming, Maine, or
that's
wherever.
a fact.
So Diego
That's a fact.
Pavia, and you were talking about him a lot, Memphis.
Because
He
let's
was
be
really
real. Let's be
good.
real. Like majority of the top 10 schools that make it to the playoffs every year be in the SEC. And I'm not downplaying the Big Ten because they definitely be having, you feel me? But it's like we're talking about longevity wise, bro. I feel like the SEC definitely has more competition when it comes down to that.
Okay, so we're talking
So
about
that's
Ty
coaching.
Simpson,
You're
Alabama.
looking again. You're not looking at
It's not just coaching, bro. It's
you're
like
right,
the
but
coach,
we're
like
not
you feel me. The coaches ain't the
these
ones that's
teams
on the
aren't
field
going to
making
the
the
next
plays at the
level.
end of the
Only
day.
certain players are. And a lot of the players that make these teams work won't go to the next level. They're
We're
unsung
not, but
heroes.
that's not the perspective I'm looking at it from, though, brother.
Right, but that's the perspective of these draft players, these guys who pick players from the draft. They look at it based on how well they match up against the position. Because
Well, I
everybody
All
get
right, so
that, but
let's
what
succeeds in
I'm
the
see
saying is
NFL.
based
who's
on
the
what
other
he said
top players
on
in the Big
where
Ten.
the competition is, bro. Like I just feel like the Big Ten definitely. I'm not saying the Big Ten is sweet, but it's like bro, it's definitely not as higher pace skill wise
I'm
than
not
the SEC.
arguing about the caliber of team. I'm arguing about the individual talent of a specific position on the roster.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say so. Mendoza, we have
Even then, I'm gonna still
Mendoza
have to lean
versus
towards
like
the SEC.
Ty Simpson, right? You got to think about it this way:
Damn, Rio, what's
Indiana
happening?
undefeated, what does Alabama have? Maybe 2 losses against like the best teams in the nation, kind of right now. You know, who did they
That's a
lose
perfect
to?
example right there. That's what I'm saying,
So
bro. Like
that
listen, like you feel me?
it's going to
Because
be
that's what I'm
harder
saying.
for Ty Simpson to
You
get
can look
more
great in the
touchdowns and
Big
to get
Ten.
better stats than Mendoza. But that does that mean they're different caliber of a quarterback? Possibly because the SEC has better, coaches and defenses and more speed in Memphis's opinion. And then, I agree with that opinion too. But then if you just have better numbers and good enough stats and you keep yourself healthy, I could totally see Mendoza being first overall compared to Ty Simpson, because Ty Simpson doesn't really, who's going to get Titans or the Jets? I don't really see Ty Simpson going there. I can see him going to the Raiders. So we got like the Titans or Jets is one, Browns or Giants is two, and then it's Titans 4-ish, and then Raiders. Those are the people we're kind of talking about right now. And it's like, that. Think about it. The Titans just drafted a QB. The Jets have Fields. You know what I mean? The Browns have too many quarterbacks. The
Let's
Giants
be real.
already have
Fields ain't gonna
Jackson
last
Dart.
long.
So the
Not
Raiders
to
would be
interrupt
the
you.
only one. They would want Ty Simpson over Mendoza, right? You know what I mean? If you're Tom
The number
Brady,
four. All right, so
think about it.
the top four ranked cornerbacks in this draft all come from the Big Ten. All top four: Jared McCoy, Avion Terrell, Mansour Delane, and Dalen Everett. All four of the top draft
I
prospects
mean,
for
I'm
cornerback
not
position
arguing
are
that.
in the Big
All I'm
Ten.
saying is any player
Okay.
can look like the Timothy Jr. Heisman caliber player if they're playing the right teams. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's good.
So
That's
what?
15
So
minutes in,
Because
boys.
for
what I'm
example,
trying.
like
All right. So
if we
hold on, hold on.
use if
Let me explain this better. Let me explain this better.
I'm giving this
Every
5 more
team has
minutes. I'm giving us
every
5
team has
more minutes
specifics that they're really
on
good.
the
When you look
draft
at
topic.
The Titans have one of the greatest line coaches of all time in Bill Callahan. If Bill Callahan was on a college team, I would be looking to draft linemen from his coaching tree. So when you look at when you're looking at college players, you're not looking at the player themselves. You're looking at what they put on tape and what they put on from the coaching staff, because you look at how coachable they are and how they can move from tape. The big thing about drafting players to get them to that next level, because and I was in a lot of these meetings when I was playing in college. That's why I'm like trying to explain this, because I like have actual first-hand account on this. They take into account this position battling. Like when I would play tackle, it didn't matter how I played against defensive tackles. It only mattered how I sized up against linebackers and defensive ends, because that was my job. When I played guard, it mattered how I sized up against ends and tackles. So like they take it out, and then the difficulty of the team matters. So like if you throw 80% against the Big Ten, that's one thing. It's a little harder to do. But if you throw 80% down in the SEC, that's crazy. That means that you're getting rid of the ball fast. The SEC has the best pass rushers, and it's not even close. Like if
But
you can,
that's tying into
that's
what I was
it's
saying though, brother.
yes, it's a different game. It's a different skill set. So you're removing. You're thinking of like getting rid of the ball makes a good quarterback quick. Yes, it's true.
That's
But if you
definitely
get rid
not
of
what I'm thinking about.
well,
But definitely, I definitely want you to finish.
yes. But yeah,
I ain't
it's
even
like
interrupt.
it's that homage of like every skill set has its unique thing. So where the SEC is quick timing, you're gonna find things in the Big Ten like decision making, deep throws, route trees a little bit more. But the SEC, if you have a good line in the SEC, you get way better coach players because you have better coaches down there. It comes out you have better coaches down there. That's it's plain and
Well,
simple, right? Like
and
you get better teams because you have better
that's
But
coaches.
good
that's
though,
still arguable
because
though, because how let's be real, bro. Ohio State has one in the like you feel me. Granted, they had it could go back and forth on that because it's like there's a
I
period,
don't like the
there's a
college football playoffs because it's like all semantics. It's like you can be voted in and shit. I don't like that.
but that ties into it though because it's like you have like Ohio State, what they've won the last two national championships. You feel me? Going for the third, but before that, how many did Georgia win? You feel me? It's like we can like you feel me? I feel it's not just about fucking the coaches, bro. Like you gotta give players credit when it's due. Like let's be like if we take it all the way back to 2019 when Joe Burrow won a national championship, bro. Nobody was expecting him to play like that on that caliber. That's all I'm trying to say. Like you can be
And
in the
Deshaun
right
Watson,
system But it's what you do to make that system look good. You feel
But
me?
if
It's not
you, but
necessarily the coaches.
let's look at Deshaun Watson, right? Deshaun Watson looked great in Houston because of D. Hopkins. D. Hopkins and he had a connection that made them dangerous. When you remove the player that you have the connection with, you can't replicate that same magic, right? So then you're left to wonder, was it D. Hopkins? Because D. Hopkins couldn't replicate that
I
same
don't
magic
know
either when he
because
left. It's two player like,
when they was in
and
the
that's the
AFC
thing with
Championship
teams.
against Kansas City, D Hopkins wasn't there. So like you feel me? He was still making it work with what he had. It's just you feel me? Do you have that ability in your bones to take your team to the next level? And I'm not trying to put that solely on him. You feel me? Because it's a team. One man
In
ain't winning
the
the game. You feel me?
in the NFL, it can be different. You can have defenses like the Browns defense where it is literally unfair. The Browns defense is in a spot where it's so good and so next level. The pass rush is so insane, and the defensive tackles push offensive lines around. I've never seen anything like it. It looks ridiculous. Like it really does when you watch it on film. Miles
You
Garrett's having games with 8, 9 sacks. It's like,
you hit on a good point though. It's like, so say the way you like to coach and the way your playbook, the player, like say he may not even fit my playbook even though he's 10
you have
times
good
better
points, by the way,
than
Max.
so and so. So say Mendoza's kind of a pocket passing tall guy, he may not even fit my resume, and that's why he may not get drafted over somebody other than skill or stats or what division he comes from, because like he was saying, the coach is like, nah, I just don't like the guy, and it's like, well, why don't you like him? He's got 70 fucking percent throwing, and he can, he's amazing. Look at him throw
I
the
just got
ball
a
perfect.
feeling.
He's like, I don't like him.
He,
You're
he
Memphis,
could
you know
say,
what I'm saying? You're like, fuck the guy.
it,
You know what I'm saying?
it's like
But I like
Kev,
that. I like
Kevin
the
Stefanski
realness.
and Shador Sanders. It's very clear Kevin Stefanski doesn't like Sanders, and it's very clear Sanders is one of the most talented players on the team. Why? Why would you not like one of your most talented players? Because he's a bigger personality than you, and you can't handle somebody like that in the locker room?
True, yeah.
I,
No, I've never been that stage. You're the highest Division 1, so yeah, of
and
coach
like
butting
it's
heads, the
so
egos,
yes.
yeah, the egos and shit going everywhere. I can
And
only
as a coach, you
imagine.
shouldn't have an ego in the NFL. That's why I don't like Stefanski. But yeah, all right. So I will concede that the SEC plays better football. Like it's not a question.
All right,
The
we're
football
one
definitely is
minute
better.
over the draft, so we're on to, we can go on to our favorite college team. I could say, the Gamecocks played relatively abysmal this year. We'll just go with that for right now. We need to just work on running the ball more and finding someone who can actually run the ball, so you get all eyes off of the quarterback more. And everything else is fine. So you can go with on what you want to say, John. Talk about Bowling Green or whatever.
Yeah, next year if Bowling Green wants to contend, we have to do something about their downs 62 for 169 and at 36%. In the first what was that first half? Oh yeah, Bowling Green Bowling Green only gets conversions 36% of the time. They did good letting their opponents only convert down 34% of the time, and we were almost 50% on fourth down conversions, which is fine. Had 9 fumbles and lost 2, which isn't bad. We need to do something about not taking 22 sacks in a season, though. That's not.
Yeah, protection for Bowling Green, but you guys did win that last game against UMass, which was pretty huge. You guys beat them up, and what, 4-8 on the year? I think Wart Gamecocks 4-8 are also. Memphis, what college team were you paying attention to this year? Anybody?
None.
Okay,
I'm
word.
gonna be real with you.
All right, and then we
I
have the
didn't.
I'm gonna be
college
real with you.
football playoff. We have, let's see, number one, the state. Number one, it's Ohio State right now. Number two, Indiana. Number three, Georgia. Four, Texas Tech. Five, Oregon. We have six, Ole Miss. Seven, Texas A&M. Eight, Oklahoma. Nine, Alabama. 10, Notre Dame. And then 11 and 12 are conference champs. 5-4. Let's go Memphis. Give me your take on those teams right now. Anybody? You got an idea on somebody bringing heat? Who's gonna bring everyone down? Do you have faith
All
in
right.
Ohio State?
Man, I mean, if we're gonna be realistic, there's no reason why Ohio State is not gonna win the championship this year. If we're looking at it from like what it is type shit, but it's like at the end of the
Alabama,
day,
Oklahoma play each
football
other.
politics is football politics. That's why it's like from somebody that hasn't been watching all the teams and shit like that this year. Like
Well, here,
I don't
no,
want to give
here's
my
some
opinion on it.
information.
You
Here's some
know,
information for you. So Alabama and Oklahoma play each other, right? two SEC fucking dogs. Whoever wins
Yeah.
that plays Ohio State.
Yep.
Then they still got to
And,
win the
and let's be
semifinal.
real,
Then they
bro.
got to win the
Like,
Natty.
this is my thing, right?
I agree. I'm gonna say something wild, and I'm in Ohio. I live in Ohio. Whoever wins the Alabama-Oklahoma game is gonna have enough momentum to steamroll Ohio State. Quote me on it.
No, that's about it, and that goes into what I said. Like, I feel like Ohio State plays the right teams to keep them where they need to be, but until they meet that one team that wants it more than them, it's a
And
different
he's
ball
right.
game, bro.
And he's right. Every time the team hits a little bit too hard for them up north, they're not happy about it.
Yeah, no. Okay, so Oregon, right? They're playing against the conference champ number 5. So Oregon could either play against Texas Tech, and then Ohio State has to get through the winner of Oregon Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech takes that game.
I think Oregon dog walks Ohio State if Ohio State finds a way to make it to Oregon. If Oregon can win through Texas Tech, I think Oregon dog walks Ohio into the Natties.
You have anything, Memphis? You don't.
I
No.
can't argue that.
Okay.
I can't argue
Yeah,
that.
and then we got so the bottom half of the bracket, we're
Because
over
this
the
is.
top half.
Can I say one thing? The only
Yeah,
reason I
yeah,
can
go
agree
for
with
it.
that is because like
It's a
Ohio
hard road
State's
to have
one
a
of
lot of them.
Ohio's one of those teams. Like if we watch Ohio State closely, they like if it's against the right defense, bro. If they keep Jeremiah Smith quiet long enough, bro, it's anybody's
from.
game.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not
on
saying they don't
front
have. I don't say like that's not to say they don't have other talents on the team that are you feel me that are go-to options, but it's like he's like the key vocal point in the passing game for them. You take that away, it's looking a little shaky.
I totally agree. So Jeremiah Smith is our key in the top half of the draft, everybody. So Texas Tech is my sleeper up there. I'm gonna just go with Texas Tech is taking the top half of the bracket. What do you think?
Here, hold
Boyd?
on. Let me make my predictions. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go. So Oregon's gonna take the first round.
Just the top half. All right.
Yeah, just the top half. So
all right. Oregon
Oregon's gonna
taking
take
the
the
first round. Okay. All right.
Oklahoma's gonna upset Alabama.
Ooh, with Mateer. Okay.
And I call it an upset because Alabama being here is normal. Oklahoma being here is a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Alabama just being in the playoffs, this is their home turf.
It's not. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a little weird because Oklahoma definitely they are playoff contenders consistently for sure. They just have seasons where they.
I would say, all right. Would you agree that Alabama has home field advantage in the playoffs, like just because of how often they've been there? If you feel
I can
what I'm
say that,
saying?
but it's like but it's like Oklahoma definitely has the experience. I ain't gonna lie, they
All
do.
right, that's fair.
They
But yeah,
do.
all right. It'll be a
They
good
do.
game. I think it'll be by a field goal. Oklahoma. I think Oregon will win by 7 points into Texas Tech. So going into week 2, we have Texas Tech and Oregon, and Ohio State and Oklahoma.
We real.
I think because it's not Alabama, I think Ohio State will dethrone Oklahoma. I think they just match up better. I think
put it like
Oregon.
this.
Oh, go on.
No, my fault. Go ahead, bro.
If Oregon coin flip, it depends on what defense Oregon shows up with. If it's the good defense that doesn't let third down conversions go, like they did on the primetime game that they had, then it's Oregon over Texas Tech. If it's the defense that can't stop on third down, Texas Tech dog walks them in a real bad fashion. So that leads to Ohio State. I want to say, give me the Oregon. Give me the good defense shows up. So Ohio State, Oregon walks into the Natty.
All right, and then
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real, bro. If Texas Tech quarterback is playing healthy, I mean not Texas Tech, Texas A&M quarterback is playing healthy. Whoever's on that bottom half of the bracket, they got a run for their money for sure.
Top half first.
Oh, you said top half. My fault.
You're fine. We're on the second half now. What was let's see. What was
No. We're all gonna do our top half predictions.
All right, yeah. Let him do his top half. So Oregon versus the conference champ, Alabama versus Oklahoma.
I think it's gonna be Oregon, Ohio State for sure.
Into the semis.
Oregon, Ohio State
Who do you think will go into the Natty then?
I have Alabama and Texas Tech in semifinals.
And it's not to sound biased, but it's like I'm gonna lean towards Oregon because they're gonna have more to prove.
Oh yeah. All right. So you have Oregon in your Natty up top. I have Texas Tech versus Bama, and then Texas Tech beats Bama. So I have Texas Tech. Who do you have, John, at the very end semifinals?
In the semifinals, I have Ohio State, Oregon, with Oregon coming out.
Okay, word. You guys are same mind there. Okay, so now we're on to the bottom half. We have
And bottom
Indiana
half,
and
I ain't gonna
Georgia.
tell you.
I need a moment
I'm
to
gonna
think
keep
on
it.
this one.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Bottom half, it's Texas A&M, Georgia, and I
All
think
right, bet. Yeah, okay. Sweet.
it's hard. I don't know who I got pulling that out, but I feel like
Yeah,
if
no, I
A&M
could see that
if
totally.
A&M comes out hitting how they supposed to, bro, A&M will pull that off against Georgia.
All right, John. What do you got on this bottom half?
I don't see a way that Georgia doesn't make it out of this. So Georgia's in the semis.
Okay, so Georgia versus Georgia's in semis. Okay, who's your bottom?
I'm
Your
saying I'm
bottom
just saying from
semi.
what I've seen. I'm saying from what I've seen because I'm gonna be real. The only reason A&M has a loss right now in their season is because their quarterback went down at the worst part of that Texas game they just played against Oregon, them, and
Yeah,
it,
and
it
then we
allowed them to
almost
come
beat
back.
them. Gamecocks almost
Indiana,
beat them.
And they
Georgia.
still and
Give
exactly and they
me
still almost
Indiana,
choked.
Oregon in the finals.
All right, bet.
No, I don't see Indiana
Indiana
making it
versus
out. I ain't
Oregon
gonna
in
hold
the
you.
final. I mean, I could see that Northern ball thinking. I mean, yeah, I could see that. The SEC way of thinking. I'm thinking Georgia, but I mean, for some reason, I'm thinking Notre Dame just for the glory. Like Georgia, Notre Dame in the semis, and then
Yeah,
Georgia
no,
just beats
that's
the
not happening.
Georgia
I don't see Notre
dominates
Dame
them.
getting out of that either. There's like no
Yeah,
fucking
no,
way.
that's not
There's
like you
no
feel me. That's
way.
not happening. That's definitely
And
not
then,
happening.
That
hey,
quarterback is getting
that's my
munched.
prediction,
And
guys.
this is my thing. This is another thing that people got to consider with A&M, bro. They have one of the like, bro. We ain't seen the real door threat quarterback in a minute. That boy, if he
He's
healthy,
good.
it's looking scary. It's looking scary for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I
He's
mean,
right about that.
hey, I'm not gonna hate on that at
It's
all,
looking
but I'm
scary.
saying Notre Dame versus Georgia. I'm just gonna be the
And then that
wild guy.
running back
You
they
guys are
got,
the
that
smart
running back.
ones.
Oh my
I'm the
lord.
Georgia
Yeah, I
Notre
don't
Dame,
know.
and then I say Georgia
I feel like
versus Texas
I feel
Tech.
like if they can't stop the run game against A&M, it's looking scary for
My
sure.
Georgia,
only
Texas Tech,
fear,
and
my
then
only
Georgia
fear is
takes
that
it.
he doesn't. My Texas A&M does have decent guards, but their left tackle looks sus in some moments, and I'm afraid he gets blown up by that Notre Dame defense and gets hurt because they got some decent ends that are pretty good.
Yeah, prediction backed.
I don't know, because I'm gonna be real. He be in loose. Like I feel like the only reason, because if you watch the
What
last
he does
game,
when he gets loose, he's
the only
electric.
reason he
Yeah,
got quote unquote injured, unless you, because if we, I'm gonna just throw it out there, bro. We know NFL politics. You call Vegas, hey, we got this bag for you, gonna pick it up, type shit. Bro literally had a no contact injury, and if you watch the clip, it literally looked like the most suspect fall I've ever seen, and bro didn't get up. That's just me
I
personally.
was watching that
I,
game.
But hey,
It was a
I'm just saying.
questionable injury.
I just had to throw that out there because I definitely feel
as
like Texas
somebody,
A&M should be undefeated right now.
no, I feel it.
And I'm not
Look,
even an A&M fan.
I hear what you're saying. Let me tell you, sometimes injuries, like, they don't look like anything, but you'll be like, oh my god, my whole muscle is torn off the fucking bone.
But I feel you. But what did he do? He came back and kept running the ball. So I don't know.
To be fair, Ben Roethlisberger broke his fucking
Mhm.
foot and then came out and threw for 300 yards against the Browns. So, like, people do
I mean,
crazy
that's
shit
Ben
all the time.
Roethlisberger. We talking about a dual
That's
threat
Ben
quarterback that
Roethlisberger.
you feel me? You feel me? We talking about a dude that primarily uses his leg first and then looks to pass second. So like, I don't know. I feel like it's different. I hear you though. I
Yeah,
hear you though.
against
Don't get me
Notre
wrong.
Dame too.
People
I
do crazy
mean,
shit. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, because think about
He
this. Because
he
Reed
was on some
versus
sports betting
Mendoza
energy.
in the
You know,
next.
he needed that parlay for his family and he sold that
Nah,
game.
dude, his coach crushed up a Percocet and parachuted in him, and he was like, I can back
Um,
beat the Browns. I've only seen like 3 of you guys, but the Browns
Think
can't
about
guard
that.
shit,
So
so it's fine.
competition, right? We were talking about how the SEC is a different level of competition. Indiana's going to get ran into by Texas A&M. They're going to have to deal with it. Mendoza versus Reed. I think that'll be
That's
a
why I'm
good game.
slightly giving them the edge because they coming off that loss to Texas, bro. They definitely it's a little animosity gonna be
All
there
right,
for like.
hold
Yeah,
on.
they got the
My
grit.
prediction was my prediction is based off Texas A&M. I do think that Indiana will play pretty good against Texas A&M. If Notre Dame makes it, I think Notre Dame can beat the fucking brakes out of Indiana.
Yeah,
Because
I
Notre
agree.
Dame
The
shouldn't be
Indiana
there.
on
They're gonna play
Indiana
with a fire
crime.
like no one's business.
Notre Dame knows Indiana better than anybody, and they never
Notre
lose to
Dame has
Indiana.
Notre Dame has no business being in that match against Indiana because of Texas A&M. Texas A&M should wipe the floor with them.
Yeah,
So if
true.
Notre
No,
Dame even
Texas
makes it there,
A&M's probably
they
going to
should play
beat
with
them really bad.
yeah. If Notre Dame can even make it there, they should play with a fire that like wins them the Natties. Like actually, you feel?
Yeah. All
Because
right.
that's that
So
like once in a lifetime run type of shit.
my
They
real
make movies
prediction,
about that
I'm just
shit.
gonna, like I'm saying, Notre Dame versus Georgia. Georgia beats them. Georgia versus Texas Tech, and then Georgia wins the Natty.
Oh man, yo, Memph.
I don't know. It's a little shaky, bro.
Hold
I
on,
don't
man.
know.
That time bomb you just dropped on me. I'm just like I'm sitting here thinking about Vegas, those odds. All of a sudden, the fucking movie
That's
deals
what I'm saying, bro.
gets
I'm
hurt
trying to say.
mid-season, comes back and
That's
wins it all.
why I be trying to stay realistic shit because it's like you feel me. We could
No,
we
you're
could
right.
sit
Like
here and
because
look at
remember,
it from like you feel me.
baseball just went down for match fixing. Baseball just went down for that shit. They got a bunch of mob members and a bunch of ex-pros. So look, like you're
And that's why I
speaking
said
real
if
clear
we're
right
looking
now.
at it from that perspective,
No, you're right.
I would give Ohio State the edge. But if we're talking about
Yeah,
what
that makes a
really
lot
should
of
happen,
sense.
bro, Ohio State is not going to the championship this
Dude,
season.
yeah, it's Ohio State versus Georgia,
Realistically.
right? If we're talking
This is the
that, or
one
Texas
season
Okay.
A&M.
because of what happened to
If
baseball.
in this okay, I hear you, Ricky. But if we put it in that perspective, if Ohio State goes against Georgia, they're losing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah, right.
there's
Damn.
no way.
It's got to
They're
be
losing for
Ohio
sure.
State or Texas A. Damn, now you
The
make a
only
lot of
way
sense.
Ohio State wins if it's Ohio State.
At
Ohio
home,
State
at
Notre
home,
Dame is the only way Ohio State wins. There's no other combination of teams I feel like
okay.
Ohio State wins in the Natty against.
Yeah, there's no other way to. If you're thinking about it like that, that's logical. So yeah, and
And
they're
Georgia,
gonna get the
I
most
don't know what
views.
Georgia's record is right now, but I'll take Georgia with an L on their record against Ohio State and still give Georgia the edge. That's just me personally.
He's right too. He's right about that. The Ohio State's one ranked win this season. They're one every season. Is Georgia this
But
year?
that just proves my point. Like we could use my like we was on college football 26 earlier, bro, and I was showing you the difference in conference between my team schedule compared to like we looked at Ohio. They don't be playing nobody, bro.
Yep,
You got
facts.
corn.
Yep,
You
yep. And
feel
then
me?
that softens you
Like,
up all
bro,
year too. You don't have that extra grit, like you were saying. Texas
next
A&M
month we
has the
be thinking
grit.
shit sweet until they play the
Yeah,
right
Texas
team,
A&M.
bro, and then they get dog swept on me.
Yep, that's
Everybody's got a plan
valid.
until they get punched in the mouth, and the SEC is a
So
punch in
that's
the
a
mouth.
fact.
Like,
That's a fact.
what do you
That's a
want?
fact. That's a fact, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's all fun and games until you have that one person that that man come put you on your party. Like, oh shit, this shit real.
Look, I will also say
Me.
though, during playoff time, I do be thinking the SEC might be a little bit of little
Let's be
juicy
real.
juice
Let's be
in the
real.
locker room.
That last game that Ohio State played, bro. They didn't even start one. Like, bro, they was getting clamped the fuck up all the way into the third quarter. Let's be real. And it was the end of the third at that. Like, we even
Hey
see the
man,
dude,
they
bro,
got
had the
better
meanest back
Gatorade at
shoulder pick on
halftime. Look,
Jeremiah Swift, bro.
they got the better Gatorade at halftime.
Like, bro, they was boxing Jeremiah Smith the fuck up, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man.
That's why I said you take away key components, bro. It's anybody's game in this fucking shit, bro.
All right, so let's talk about these draft picks.
All right.
In
Like,
here.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Miami is a potential to get into, and then Tulane. I was just gonna say.
if the draft were to happen today, Titans number 1, Raiders number 2, Jets beat the Browns, so Browns number 3, Jets number 4, Bengals number 5.
Yeah, they're 3-7.
Yo, brother, the AFC North is dog shit. You were looking at a bad schedule. They are 4-8, Familia.
Let's see. All right, who are we looking at first? Which team or which pick? Number
Yeah,
one
Titans. So the
overall,
Titans have the
Titans.
number 1 pick. Yeah,
All
but
right,
I think so.
Titans
What
number
I
one
think,
pick.
I'm not even concerned who they're gonna pick. They're gonna trade out to the bottom 15 because they want a lineman. They're gonna get an extra second round pick, and they're gonna bolster their offensive line this year.
I can see. Yeah, I mean the Titans. They need anything.
You start with a good offensive line and you build around that. That's how you build a good football team. And they have Bill Callahan, the greatest offensive line coach ever. So that's what they're gonna do.
If the Titans got the first pick, I could see them just getting the best O lineman. Yeah, like you're saying.
No, they wouldn't. You would trade down. You would get so much more. You would pick 1 for trade 15. You would also get their second, get their third, maybe get a player. Or you could just get their second, guaranteed, get a decent player that's already tenured. So you could trade for like one of their guards, pick up an extra need, get another tackle in the second, take the 2 best tackles in the draft, put them at left and right respectively, have a guard, and then you have your young quarterback that you drafted last year anyways. Now you have a really strong line to protect him, and now you can see what he's worth. Sorry.
Oh
I
yeah,
I
start with
like
the
Tennessee.
tackle.
I really like where Bill Callahan went.
Yeah,
I
no,
was pretty
start with
excited.
the tackle on the side. Let's see who the top tackles in the draft are right now.
Yeah, sure.
All we gotta
I
do
do
is
have that.
Google it.
I have that pulled up. Top tackles in the draft are Spencer Fano, Francis Maugi of Miami University, Caden Proctor of Alabama, Gennings Dunker. I don't actually know what team he plays for. I haven't looked at any film on this kid, so let's see here.
You're fine. I have it on AI right here.
He's on
so,
Iowa.
So you're gonna
He's on
have
Iowa.
ranked as the number 1 and number 2. We have
Here
Spencer
I have
Fano.
I have it all right here. I have the top 11 draft, the top 11 tackles.
You're
So
fine. We both need to have it pulled up.
yeah,
It helps.
probably. See here, I'm guessing that they take Fano and Proctor because Proctor's their right tackle and Fano's
Yeah,
left
the
tackle.
guy from Alabama.
Yeah,
He's really
yeah.
solid in the game. Let's say Isaiah World is the only guy who's questionable to me. I've never really seen him much.
Plays for Oregon. What?
Well, yeah, I just haven't seen him much. So
He's
Caleb,
6'8". What do you mean you haven't seen him? He's the only thing you can see on the film on the tape.
I haven't seen the guy much, dude. I've seen Caden
Have
Proctor
you
because
popped
I've
your
seen a
eyes out,
lot of the
brother?
Alabama
You haven't
games.
seen the
I've seen
6'8".
Myoga, the Miami quarterback, because Carson Beck. I've
There
watched
is one other 6'8" tackle, and he was so good they
Myoga.
called him the Thanos of blocking, brother.
I haven't seen
6'8".
Jennings Dunker, but he looks like a fucking beast. Or freaking beast.
He could be playing center
Excuse
in the
my
NBA
French.
for God's sakes, brother.
Yeah, no, you're right. Isaiah World is the guy. Is his feet though? Can he move his feet?
He runs a 5'4" 40. That's
Damn, that's as fast as me, pretty much. I'm really
damn. I
slow
run a
though.
5'2" 40.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
no,
really
can't run,
slow.
Ricky.
Ricky,
Yeah,
you
no,
should
you're
never admit
faster
that
than me.
again,
Yeah,
brother.
no, yeah.
You should never admit that again. No, you should.
I could throw the ball 55 yards on the money, but I definitely can't run at all. My cousin was a lineman and could always chase me down. He's like, "Ricky, you're so slow." I'm like, I don't know.
I could see Ricky'd be like, I have a step on him. He'd be like, wait, he's gaining a half step on me. What's going on?
Dude,
I
I
could see
literally had like
you
20
I
yards
feel
on my cousin Trey, and he is like huge like you, and he just hawked me down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Get away from me. I have the football.
I miss playing football.
But
All right.
yeah,
Let's go into the NFL. Or does anybody else want to touch on the first pick of the draft? Let's only do the first pick here because it's
No,
Tennessee. Memphis, what do you think
no, bro.
Tennessee's going to do? You think they're going to take a pick, or you think they're going to trade out?
I have no opinion, my brother.
if
I have no
if
opinion, my
you
brother.
were the owner of Tennessee and you had to freaking turn the goddamn program around, young man, what would you do? What would you do with the team? Would you get rid of fucking Cam Ward? Is he dog meat? Memphis?
Why would
You're
you?
from freaking Tennessee. No, I'm
That
just
don't
kidding.
mean that I fucking. You gotta understand. Do you understand when Tennessee became a football team? There, like, bro, they don't represent Memphis. Let's be real, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Well, if you
Come
were
on,
the
bro.
owner, this
Come
is
on,
a
bro.
scenario.
All right,
If
yeah.
you were the
Well,
owner
yeah.
of freaking Tennessee,
if you had the number one pick, what would you
yeah,
do
if
with
you had the number one pick and you were the Titans owner, would you get rid of
Obviously,
fucking
the
Cam
only other
Ward?
option, the only realistic option, is to do something that improves your first overall pick at quarterback, bro. You have to improve his likelihood of performing, bro. That's the only option.
So what would that
That is the
option
only
be?
option, bro. That is the only option, bro. I can't tell you that because I don't watch their games. I don't know what they missing, bro.
That's fair.
Well,
And I can
okay,
sit here and
I
be like, they
respect
need to
that.
draft the lineman whole time. It's the receivers. That's the
Fuck.
problem. Then I just, you feel me, sat here and said, bro, go pick up this O lineman. They pick up the O lineman. That ain't the
No, yeah,
problem.
I agree. I
You
don't
feel
know
me?
what they need to do at all either. I'm in the same exact boat as Memphis. That's why I just took it on what John would have to say because I really haven't seen what the Titans have done this year, and they've been pretty abysmal anytime I've clicked on them and watched them for a little bit. So I really don't have an opinion, but I'm gonna go with the guy. You know what I'm saying? Who does have an opinion in the group and go with John? He says they need a tackle. Get yourself a solid
And
fucking
that's
tackle.
valid.
Stop fucking around.
And then it's like,
Okay?
I'm not going to sit here and act like Cam Ward is the problem either. Cause it's like, let's be real, bro. It's the NFL, bro. That's a completely different lane than college, bro. Like, I'm going to be like, we looking at it from realistic standpoints, bro. Like, it could be next year. It could be an extra year from now. But it's like, that man going to have to figure his play style out, bro. Cause it's like, that little cocky ass shit he was doing at Miami, bro. That shit not going to work in the NFL, bro.
That's what I wanted to hear. Fuck yeah. All right, John, who was number 2? Um Who did you put? Because we just did the Titans. So put whoever you want, the Jets or Browns or whoever you're doing for number 2, and we'll do it.
Yeah, so number 2 is the Raiders.
Oh, they need a QB.
They need a quarterback for sure. That's obvious.
So, well, like we were talking, we were kind of went over that earlier. Mendoza and what's his name? Fucking Mateer. Because Reed is too young to
that
go into the
Iowa
draft.
or that Iowa quarter or that Illinois quarterback, Mendoza or whatever.
Yeah, Mendoza from Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah,
and
the Hoosiers,
then because Julian Sain's a freshman, and he's a 5-star. He's cooking. He's undefeated. Like that's insane for Ohio State. Then you have Mateer from Oklahoma and Ty Simpson from Alabama.
All right,
So,
the Browns
That's dick riding, bro. That's dick riding. Not really, but it is because, like, bro, the man ain't playing nobody.
yeah, I mean that essentially
You
yes,
feel me?
but those are the people
You
on the
can be a
list.
good you can be the perfect systematic quarterback until you get smacked in your mouth, bro. That's just what it is.
But if you got the perfect systematic O line, you never getting smacked in your mouth. You feel?
Mendoza
We can't say
kinda,
that. We can't say it's the perfect O line, bro, because they
I've
damn near
seen it one
choked.
time.
They could have. Bro,
No, not them.
This last game they played, they could have lost realistically, bro. I'm just saying.
The best Browns O line I've ever seen. It was Joe Thomas, Joel Bitonio, Alex Mack, Kevin Zeitler, or no, oh God, what was the right guard's name?
I'm just like, bro, like
Dude, it
I
was the
fuck with
craziest line I've ever
Ohio
seen.
State. Like I fuck with a lot of players on their team. I like how they like you feel me. I like how they move the ball, but I'm saying you see the right secondary, bro. All that shit changes. All that shit changes, bro.
The Browns, oh God, what do we need? We actually have a decent player in Carl Schlesinger. Our defense is coming together really nicely. We do need a really bad offensive line. Who's the best wide receiver in the fucking draft? Give me 3 of him, please. Someone who can catch the fucking ball, please.
let's go over that. That's a pretty good one.
Hey, give me a 60-day or give me a 60-day contract, bro. I got you.
For real. Is he eligible?
Oh, Carnell Tate would be great. Or
Give me
Bernard. What year is
hey
Bernard?
Browns, if you're listening, bro, give me a 60-day. Me.
Yeah, I would go with Jeremy Bernard from Alabama, or what's his name? Carnell Tate from Ohio State. If you're gonna go with wide receivers, or maybe even Denzel Boston from Washington, but he just haven't had, or definitely Casey Concepcion. Damn, yeah.
Cornell Tate is solid, but I feel like with him, it's one of those situations to where it's like he hasn't shown me enough to just be like, yeah, this is definitely our like. If we was to put you in the league right now and we're looking for a number one, I haven't seen enough to say that he will perform as a number one.
I would take Casey Concepcion over Carnell Tate for sure, and definitely Jeremy Bernard.
What's happening?
I want this kid, Jackson Harris.
Yeah, the A&M guy, Memphis. Yeah. Wait, who would you take? Jackson?
Jackson Harris, Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. He averages 19.7 yards a reception, 12 TDs, 49 receptions for nearly 1,000 yards. Only 50 receptions to get 1,000 yards. He is 6'3", 205 pounds. That makes him like Josh Gordon. He is Josh Gordon 2.0.
The way you said that shit just threw me so far, bro. Like, I was with you. Like, I feel like it would have sounded so much better if you would have just said Hawaii and, like, you feel me, the rest of it after that. But then you said Rainbow Warriors. That shit just threw me. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't help it. That's the name. That's what they're called. What do you want from me?
Damn, yeah, 963 yards, 12 touchdowns,
Yo.
50 receptions, or 49.
No disrespect, Hawaii. You feel me? I respect you. Feel me?
6'3", 205 as a receiver, brother.
It's a great build. Great. I mean, that's John's top. I would go with a little. If it depends. So, oh my gosh. So for the Browns, all right, we're still on pick number 2. Jeez. All right.
This is pick number 3.
Pick number 3? Okay, pick number 3.
Yeah, the Browns at 3.
Sorry, I'm fucking baked right now as a snake.
Dude, I don't even know what to do with the fucking Raiders. I just give them a QB.
Well, you got to think about the Browns' culture, though, dude. Who's gonna survive in Cleveland, man? It's not. You can't
Someone
just go
from
to
Hawaii.
Well, he's gonna be cold all the time, right? I
He's
don't know.
fat. If you're fat, you're like warmer.
Yeah, true. And he's huge.
He's
Yeah, I
six fucking
mean,
three.
yeah, you definitely need a big presence. Yeah, he needs to be like a McMillan. You guys, yeah, and yeah. I mean, yeah, I could see him going to the Browns for sure as a wide receiver. They definitely need someone like that. They need a big body because they need to be able to block in the NFL. If you aren't blocking and sealing the edge for the running back, you ain't getting no running. That's why we love Leggett. Like
The
Leggett's not the
thing
best, but he can
the
block
thing
like a
is, like, why don't you take a
crazy.
proven receiver? It's like this guy is proven. He can not only catch the ball, he makes use of it when he catches the ball. He can see
Run
the
after catch.
he can he can see the touchdown, and like he's consistent.
I mean,
20
you are
yards.
our
Yeah,
receiver,
dude.
Memphis. You are our receiver. Like you, if in real, you are my receiver. Like, bro, who am I? Who is your brain telling you that number 3 overall draft pick, best
Should
college receiver for the Browns right now? Because that's what they
he,
need for Shador
if you check
and
my Discord,
everybody.
I have some stats pulled up
Like,
for
because
you
that could
for the
open
receiver
up
pool.
so much more space for the running back, the O
Hold on, we're
line.
looking at some shit on the computer. But let me see. Let me see. Let me put this
Yeah,
up real
take your
quick.
time, like with no rush.
Yeah,
I want your
no.
opinion because you are our receiver guy. Like,
If you want stats on anybody, let me know and I'll pull them up.
yeah, because like I
I'm the stat guy. I
respectfully, I
love
mean,
numbers. I got them all for
yeah,
you, bud.
Casey Concepcion. This is
No, I
what the
feel you.
show
I
is
feel you.
about.
I feel you. I'm looking at some shit. Like, you feel me? I'm not gonna do it based off stats because I can sit here and be on some bias. And it's not necessarily bias, but it would sound bias if I was to use the stats. Because like we can sit here like this dude that's number one right now. Like he got 1,300 yards, but it's like it would tie into like what I was saying earlier. It's like who have you gotten them yards on type shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you
The
know.
reason the only reason I was comfortable with one dude is because he's 6'3". There's no real cornerback that's gonna, you got
No,
5'10",
I feel that for sure.
He's kind of one of those picks that just you can tell it'll translate. His size translates. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Bro, Chris Brazen, like, bro, got motherfucking almost 1,100 in the SEC. That's actually kind of insane.
Averaging 16.4
You feel me? That's kind of insane if we gonna talk about it. But at the
on
same time, it's
62
like, you feel me?
receptions. On 62 receptions. So basically, how many targets? I wonder. He's 6'5". Holy
And
shit!
that's not trying to show favoritism because I'm not saying it's not competition in
That's
No,
other
no, no, no,
conferences,
no,
but
no, 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 no.
that's
This is a
in the
better pick.
stellar.
SEC,
That's
This
that's
is a
we're
kind of
better
looking
pick.
for here.
This is
that's
a
kind
better
of
pick.
6'5",
insane. That's
This is
kind of
a better
200.
pick.
insane. Like, come on, bro.
This is why your
This
input
is
is
why
important
you're
because this is a
here,
better pick.
dude. Literally, bro.
This is a much better pick.
Dude.
6'5", 200 pounds, 62 receptions, 16.4
You
average.
feel me?
This is an intrinsically better pick.
This is already he's competing at almost the NFL level, which is the SEC. It's the hardest. I mean, it
Right.
is.
Yes, we agree
We've
that the
all
coaching is at a
agreed
higher
on
standard
that,
down there.
but
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
individual skill levels in other. It doesn't mean you're not better than someone else just because you play in a different division. You
There are
know.
so many
Not facts,
semantics that
not
goes into
facts.
players. Yeah,
But
it's
But
so
like this is
weird.
what I'm
I
talking about.
think
That's what I'm saying.
specifically
Imagine like
that
do
was
you like let me ask you this. Like if we put it on that perspective, do you think if we like obviously we can't see the future. We don't know if it will ever happen. We can't you feel me? But it's like realistically if you put a Jeremiah Smith on a random like we're not even gonna pick a top SEC team. We just throw him on a random ass motherfucking you feel me with a quarterback that's subpar. Do you think he will perform the way he's performing in Ohio State right now with that system?
I
Here we go.
think
That's
he
how you
Look at
would
gotta
this.
be
This is one of
that's
his
how you gotta
dominating
highlight
look at
plays.
even more.
This is the man. This man called it out, so we'll watch one of his highlight plays. I want to see him.
Yeah, I'm watching some of his highlights right now.
oh my lord. First play one
Oh,
hander. Nah, see that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He's
If you can
from
go from a
Midland,
bummy ass,
Texas.
if you can go to a bum ass
look,
team like
here
that
he is in the
and
red
then
zone. Here he is in the
transfer
red
to
zone.
the like you feel me like this
Red
is all
zone,
I'm gonna
red zone.
say. If you can go from
Oh,
playing from
that
a
route running. Oh my God. Watch this
but
route,
look here
boys.
though, but look here though. I
Watch this
seen it.
route. Watch this route right here.
I seen it. But
That
this is all I'm gonna
footwork.
say, bro.
Oh
If
man.
you can go from playing at a and it's not downplaying that coaching system for that team. But if you can go from playing at a level like that and then go to the SEC and you're still putting up the same, if not better numbers, bro, like come on now, what are we talking about?
Fair.
That's just me though. But everybody entitled to their own opinions and shit. You feel me? And I'm not downplaying that, but I just feel like you feel me.
No. This
From
was
that,
like so.
from just that
I'm really
alone,
happy
bro.
you brought this up. This was a much better pick than what I had thought. I went with the one dude who was Hawaiian because like I like Hawaiian guys in the NFL. I feel like they like exceed well. But yeah, that's
And now
what
that
was.
I think about it, that's the dude I was throwing to when you started watching me on freaking Tennessee, bro. He was a senior.
Yeah, that guy's amazing. 6'5", 200. He's probably like 99 speed
just,
in the game.
John, this is literally that receiver I was throwing to when I accidentally deleted my quarterback. Number 17, I
Wait,
just realized who the fuck he is.
Uh,
wait. So first overall, who did we have?
uh, the quarterback.
But yeah, I feel like, and
Ty
this
Simpson.
definitely gonna sound biased, but if bro, if I use college football as my backbone, bro, like I'm definitely giving him the edge. I would pick him up for sure because he's definitely valid on the field and in video game. You heard it here live. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. But let me look at some more of that list though. Let me look at some more of that list and see if I can.
Wait, who was the offensive tackle we had for the Titans? Oh yeah, the huge dude.
Yeah, but he
Oregon.
traded. He traded out of the second, and the second went to another quarterback. No, the second was the Raiders, and it went to a quarterback. First would have been traded, and it would have been the one quarterback, and then third is Chris.
Isaiah
Yeah, I
World or
would like to
whatever
trade
his name
mine.
is, right?
Okay, I see the list. I see the list now. I found it. That's what I'm saying. There's literally only there's only one receiver on this list that is
Nice.
motherfucking Chris Brazel is the only receiver. He's number 11. Let's put this into perspective, bro. All these other players above him, and that's not downplaying no other coaching staff. That's not downplaying their system. That's not downplaying like anybody's ability. But if we can all agree that the SEC competition wise is the hardest motherfucking area for a receiver to splurge when it comes to putting up numbers, bro. You cannot tell me that there's a better pick on this list than him based on this top 11.
Yep, 4 minutes left.
Now that I'm actually sitting here looking at it in depth, like we don't even see, we go down to top 30, like there's not another receiver that's in the SEC that has the numbers.
What? Yeah, keep the conversation going for one moment, guys. I got some really weird fucking news that I have to share with my wife.
You're good. We
Are you
got
good?
3 more
Actually, no.
minutes. We
There's
just
one in
talked
there's
ball.
one, but he's number 19. He's number 19, but he got 948, 65 receptions, averaging 14 in a catch, 14.6.
What's his name?
Isaiah Centega or Centegna or however you
Oh,
I
you're
don't know how
good.
to
We're
he's
gonna
number
get
19. I
better
don't know
at
how to
saying
pronounce
those
that.
names. We're
Yeah,
all we're we're all butchering them.
I don't know how to say I don't know how to say that shit. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna hold
Isaiah something. I see.
you.
I see what you're talking about. Let's see.
And they got Jeremiah Smith as number 22, but they say that he's the best football player we've ever seen in a receiver
Yeah,
since
in a long
motherfucking
time.
Randy
Yeah,
Moss type of like
exactly.
like you feel me? So like that's just showing the favoritism on like you feel me? But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, no, right. Let's see. We ended it off really here. Let's who is wait, we didn't do number 4. Who's number 4 and 5? Come on, we can finish this up in the last few minutes. Who's number 4, John? It wasn't the Browns or the Jets or the Titans. It wasn't Vegas. It was Bengals. Who are the Bengals looking for? They will be our final team of the day. The Bengals, and then
That's what I'm saying. They got Cornell Tate only got 793, 45 or 44 receptions. He's number 50. So yeah,
yeah, the Bengals and the Saints.
I'm definitely taking bro over him for sure. I ain't gonna hold you.
So we got the Bengals. So the Bengals could probably use a receiver too. So they could use that Isaiah guy you were just talking about, or KC Concepcion.
Cause we even got what's his name? Braylon Stanley, number 14. I've physically seen him in a video game. That would be a solid pickup for somebody that's looking for an SEC talent that's gonna actually like you feel me? They're
Yeah,
gonna bring that
Stanley.
energy.
Yeah,
Stanley is definitely solid, and I've seen him and like I've watched him on games type like in like today type shit. Not literally today, but like this season. Braylon Staley is definitely solid.
let's see. Who
But
does
you
he
know
play
me,
for?
who
Braden Stanley.
play for Tennessee.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let me find that. That'll be easy. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk Thanksgiving real quick on this podcast. So you know what some people bring to Thanksgiving? You know, some people bring turkey, some people bring potluck, some people bring pot roast, some people bring cornbread. My fucking family's an asshole. Someone brought COVID.
Oh my god. They brought
So
fucking
beat their ass respectfully.
Brother.
If KC Concepcion would be a solid pickup too from A&M. That would
Yeah,
be
that's
solid.
so. Yeah, we're talking Bengals pick up Casey Concepcion or Braylon Staley because Chris Brazel is already gone to the Browns.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. He's
hey,
absolutely.
Chris Brazel's already gone to the Browns. So we have Braylon Staley, Casey Concepcion right now. So they're picking a receiver here, and we need the Browns to pick a or the Bengals to pick a receiver, and then after the Bengals, we're gonna do the Saints, and then we'll be done.
Wait,
We got a
instead
we
of
got a we got
I
a
feel like
Memphis boy up here at number 30. Shout out to the city. No cap, I ain't even peep him.
I feel like I feel like
Cortez
the Bengals
Braun.
would
Let
be
me look at
starting
these.
a tight end, no? Because the Bengals have two great receivers already.
Well, who would you
6'2", 197. That's a solid build.
go for if you were the Bengals as of right now? What are they missing? I say they're missing just
A tight
another
end.
weapon. Or maybe a
So,
tight
yeah, a tight
end.
end.
Do they have a
Yeah,
good
a tight
tight
end.
end?
They don't have a good tight end. They need one.
What am I watching right now? I thought we was supposed to be looking at his highlights. Like, hello?
I'm looking up good tight ends for the Bengals to draft.
Jack
What am I watching
Andrews
right
looks
now? What
pretty
am I
good. He's
watching?
from
What am I
Texas,
watching?
6'4", 240.
Oh, Eli Stowers from Texas A&M.
No, Jack Andrews from the Bullhorns, Longhorns.
Injuries.
Oh yeah, he's nasty. What the hell? He wasn't supposed to catch that. The
Oh, this Jack
concentration.
Andrews kid?
See, that's no. I'm looking at what's his name? What's his name? Cortez Brown
6'4", tight
Jr.
end Jack Andrews.
Number 4
Is
on Memphis Tigers.
he a tight end or is he a
He's a receiver.
receiver?
He's a receiver.
Is he draft eligible though?
They showed him he number 30 on the board. 63 receptions, 889 yards, 8 touchdowns,
I see him.
averaging 14.1.
Yeah, I see him. You know.
Let me see. He out here grabbing one-handers
Oh
too.
my god, dude.
And
The
that's what I'm
one-handers
saying.
are getting nice.
That's what I'm saying. He out here grabbing one-handers too. No cap.
Love
You
you.
looking at the same one I just
You
looked
grab
at.
me some chips.
And I'm gonna have to show a little
Cortez
favors here.
Bram
Look at the
Jr.
Dolphins.
Call
How
Yeah,
vinegar. Or if they have them, they
got
all
a
just
yeah,
big build.
I love you very much.
yeah.
I
He's
respect
6'2",
yeah,
197. Oh
all your
my, bro,
picks have been
no.
insane.
Look at that one-hand catch he just made, bro. Like that shit is nasty.
Yeah,
Hold
press
on,
play on the one-handed catch.
hold on. Yeah, bro,
Okay.
that shit is nasty. That's like prime Odell type of.
Oh my god, he made that shit look easy and won with the
Oh,
flag.
that shit was nasty.
Hold
How
on.
big is this guy, Bram
He look
Jr.?
like he gonna be
I
a
love
baby
two.
doing
Jarvis
this
Landry.
shit.
6'2",
This is awesome.
197.
Nah, that was nasty for sure.
He's
Somebody
so
got to
fast he
pick
had to
him up.
stop his route. You think he'll still be there by the time the Bengals go, though? Because what if someone trades up for him?
It says he's not a tight
Yeah,
end, but he
he's a
could definitely
receiver.
play
So,
tight
no,
end. Wait, how tall? No, he's 6'2". Yeah, no, he's a receiver. Yeah, see,
that's
someone
a
like
Kirby?
that's a
that though is
receiver.
worthy of
That's a
picking
receiver,
over a
boy.
tight end.
That's a receiver right there.
Yeah, that's a yeah. So the Bengals see, but
Like,
I'm saying if
boy,
you have someone like that, and then Joe Burrow has more weapons. It's like, dude, it's like giving
that's a receiver. I feel you, but let's be real, bro. Is Joe Burrow throwing anybody the ball that's not Jamar Chase? And it
Yeah,
sounds
not
crazy because it's like,
recently.
let's be
Yeah,
real. He throw the ball to T Higgins, but it's like, let's be real. He definitely showed favoritism where he putting that rock.
they have.
And don't get me wrong, Jamar Chase is definitely Timothy Jr. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like when it comes down to like the game on the line, and Jamar Chase is like, you feel me? He getting double teamed towards like it looks like an unrealistic throw, and you're still throwing that rock. It's crazy to me,
Yeah, no, I mean, some people he just believes in
especially
them
when you
too
have
much.
other weapons. You feel me? That be open. Like we not just talking about open. Like they be wide circle open type shit.
All right, so we have tight end. We have Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt. You guys seen him with Diego Pavia, right? He's like number 8. He's made some of the crazy catches.
Wide receiver?
Yeah.
That number 8. Goose Robinson. You playing that
Josh
Florida?
Cuevas
He
is
might be
actually
something.
really good for Alabama too. And Jack Velling.
Like that's what I'm saying. This man played for who did they play for? He said play for San
I don't
Jose
like this
State.
catch. Look at
Like
this catch. Look at this
this is
catch.
a perfect example of what I mean right here. Like the dude that's number one, Danny Scudero. This man got down there 1,300 yards, 88 receptions, averaging 14.7. But if you look at the teams that they're playing, it's like, bro, who the fuck are you playing?
And he's not doing anything. He's losing all his games. He's not doing anything with the yards he's
You feel
getting.
me? You feel me? It's like I feel like if you're doing shit like that, you should absolutely be a difference maker in these games.
Yep. 101 receptions. So this is a guy I like. He's got not from like a big school or anything, but he gets a lot of receptions, which turns to be a lot of yards. You put him in the slot. He's a good slot receiver.
Yeah.
He's reliable.
That's
Is
how it
that
is.
what we
Right?
need
Yeah.
from the Bengals? Is that what we are picking? Because I
All right.
mean, there's so many good. We need to dial it in on one pick for the Bengals.
Here, let's see what he looks like. Let's see where they run him.
Because I'm liking all these suggestions.
He out there looking like me, no cap.
He looked big on tape. He
Oh,
looked
he
real big on
gone.
tape. I like
Oh.
that. He looks bigger than he is. I know, like, see,
He
now that
out
he's
there
stopped
looking
moving
like
small,
me.
now he looks
He's
small, but
got
when he's
big
running, did you
arms,
see how
yeah.
big he looked? Look at how big
Yeah.
he looks when he runs, dude. That was crazy.
He's
All
breaking
right, another one.
tackles. Oh my god, he
Let's see
broke
another
all
one.
the
And now
tackles he
that boy
go.
out there looking like me in shape, no cap.
All right, so that's good. What is this?
That's great for me.
Another RPO?
Yeah, bro, out there looking like me in shape, no cap.
Puts defender in a
I like his
blender.
game. I
This
like
video
his game
sounds
play for
nice.
sure.
Oh
Oh
wow,
my
he's just by
god, no
himself.
one's even near him.
He actually has a that nah. That's I feel bad for UConn because he actually has a quarterback that can get him the rock.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy forgot to play defense. He was like, "Oh, oh."
Nah,
That's
he
he
didn't
got a
forget. He just
2K
got cooked.
animation. Look at
He
this.
got
He got a
cooked.
2K animation. Let's see. Hold on.
That little slant go, that little
Yeah,
sluggo route. He fucked him
watch
up.
this 2K. Watch this 2K ass animation ass.
That's that Odell Beckham.
2K animation ass.
Right by him. All right, I mean, so are we just going
No,
out
he
on a
looks solid.
limb and we're giving Bell the spot at the Bengals?
He looks solid, but
Maybe.
I feel like if anybody is realistically looking like I feel like Chris Basil still has the edge if we're talking about a target that you can consist. Like you feel me? If I'm throwing the ball, like you feel me, you can't go wrong throwing the ball up to somebody that's 6'5", 200 plus.
Oh no, he's already drafted by the Browns, so he's already gone. Chris Brazel's already gone. We
Yeah.
can't draft him anymore. We need
I
someone
didn't know we
else.
were drafting. I thought we were just saying what we thought
No,
the
yeah, no,
what we got to job.
we're
That shit,
doing
that
like
shit.
a fake little mock up right now. We got first overall Ty Simpson to the Raiders, second overall Titans offensive tackle Isaiah Ward, and then third Browns Chris Brazel. Or Isaiah World, sorry. But yeah, third Browns Chris Brazel, fourth Bengals, and then fifth Saints. But fourth Bengals, who we
And
draft?
now Skylar Bell looked like a solid pickup for sure. I just don't know if that would be the fit for him because it's too much ego on the Bengals right. I mean on the Bengals right now. I
Yeah,
don't think
so
he can
I
get the
was saying
love
tight
that's like
end.
you know.
What about a tight end? I was going I was saying maybe a
Yeah,
tight end.
they got a tight end though. That ain't going nowhere no time soon.
So
So I feel
he's
like that'd be
good.
a waste of talent.
All right.
All right. Move on. Let's move off the draft for a minute. Let's get
Let's look
into
at Brendan Thompson right quick.
all right, I can look at
Before
that. I can look at that. Brendan Thompson, number 19, and it looks like he is from Mississippi State Bulldogs. So here is
Yeah,
his
I'm
last
not
name.
gonna say nothing because that was a just was like, I can't. Nah. I need another play for sure. Yeah, I need another play for sure, brother. 'Cause that ain't gonna do it for me.
These are the first half highlights. 63-yard TD. I'm sorry, does that say 105? Oh, never mind.
Oh, I thought that shit said 149. I'm like, hell no.
What's up,
I was.
Bruce?
That's what I thought it said too. I
I ain't really
mean,
see
that,
nothing. It looked like he just got open on the cool.
yeah, quarterback did all the work.
Yeah, no, it looked
Quarterback
like
had
he
him in
just got
stride and
open. And
everything.
whoever it is playing defense is dog water.
Absolutely. And that's his only highlight. That's the only one they got on the page.
Yeah, nah, that's wild. That is wild. Well, buddy, never mind. I tried to give you some love.
Let's check out this Malachi Tony dude.
He's good. He's really fast.
Oh, you
Nice.
love to see that
All
shit.
right,
Oh yeah,
so
no,
we're
I forgot
taking
about
him to
him.
the
I forgot
Bengals.
about him. He's actually
We're
solid, but
taking
he's
him to
not
the
going.
Bengals. That's your
Nah, I'm
fourth
gonna be
pick.
real. He's not going nowhere. He's definitely gonna be in college a little bit longer. I'm just telling y'all that right now. I forgot all
What
about him.
year is he?
Sophomore.
I think right, he's a sophomore.
He's eligible.
Yeah, but I'm just saying realistically, I don't think he's gonna leave
He
because
just
like
stiff armed someone.
there's other people above him that get more like targets than he do, and that's the only reason I say I give him one more season before he goes to the draft for sure. Like if he come out right now, it's gonna be a little too early. That player development matters in the NFL for sure. I feel like he get one more solid year under the season. Under his belt, that's like a breakout season. Gonna change the ball game for him. 'Cause that's one. He's a smaller statue, but I feel like if Jeremiah Smith stays one more year and that dude stays one more year, he gonna give him a run for his money for sure. Sure, for sure. I forgot all about Brian.
You're right.
Ain't
I
This
gonna lie,
was
know
a
that shit was
fundamentally nice play. This is actually a really nice play. It's a
it was,
37-yard tutty pass.
but that the way he it looked mid though. Like the receiver ain't really do nothing.
He's got good route running.
Yeah, so Bengals really don't need a tight end. They really don't need any receivers. Could they use
They
an
really don't need
offensive
a receiver
lineman?
because it's like they max and it's like especially if Chase and T Higgs are getting maxes every year, bro, they're not. It wouldn't make sense to draft a receiver.
Yeah, it's why I said a tight end. You want a tight end on that roster?
All right, so they're
I
probably
mean,
gonna
I feel like
offensive
if
tackle
not
or
a
some
tight
shit.
end, bro, they need to pick up another quarterback because Burrow does not stay healthy, bro.
All right, yeah,
He's
they
got a
could pick
serious
up a
case of the
backup.
jifters.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll
They get a
just give
solid
him
backup, bro. Like,
Mendoza
you
then.
know,
We'll give him Mendoza fourth pick to the
that
Bengals.
shit, that shit not gonna work, brother. That shit not gonna work.
Why not?
That shit is not gonna work, brother. I was saying if they don't pick up and like they need to pick up another fucking quarterback on the cool.
Yeah, Mendoza would
And
go fourth overall to the
not
Bengals,
I
right?
wasn't I wasn't trying to say that was gonna work. I was just I
Oh,
don't know why
okay.
I
Just
said that shit.
making sure.
Honestly, if I'm gonna keep it above
No,
with you,
yeah,
brother,
no, I'm
that
making
shit is
sure we're on the same page. So first
yeah. No,
overall,
I'm with
we
you.
got Ty
I,
Simpson
but I
going to
will
the
say this: if they pick
Raiders.
up another quarterback, it doesn't need to be a situation
Second,
where they do him like they did Shador. Like the man needs to be actively in the fucking routine, to where it's like when his time comes and it's time for him to, you feel me? A man is comfortable back there making decisions.
yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
Evan Stefanski doesn't like him, and I don't understand why. He's great.
But
He's
see,
got
that's why I said what
potential.
I said. If he wouldn't have ran his mouth and said what he said with the situation about, because he could have went to the fucking Ravens. What happened? Lamar went down. That was your prime time to do something.
Yep.
But now you sitting over there in Cleveland looking goofy because you wanna run your mouth.
Damn,
But
is that how
I
you
get it
spell
though.
his
Like
name?
I ain't saying like you feel me. I'm not downplaying the man talent. Like he can definitely play quarterback, but it's like sometimes your ego don't need to be that big to where you pass up on an opportunity just because you feel like you're not gonna start because there's a Lamar Jackson. Like anything can happen, you know. And as you
Yep.
see, what
Well,
happened? What happened? First, third game, bro went down. That's a whole season you could have been. You feel me?
so Miles Garrett leading the league with 19 sacks.
Miles Garrett, the Browns are dominating
I
on
can't speak
No,
on Miles Garrett, bro.
on that.
You feel me? You once you choose that money, you lose my respect.
All right, so
But
I
fifth,
that's
think
not
he's
down.
playing well.
That's not. I'm not downplaying that. I'm just saying from like the aspect of like the shit he be complaining about. It's like I can't hear none of it when you told it the money my boy. And that's not me trying to say that he can't have an opinion because like everybody's entitled to that. But it's like you feel me? It's what you signed up for at the end of the day when you sign that contract.
yeah, fifth, Saints. So we have fifth overall, the
But he's definitely
Saints. Who
defensive
do
player of the
we
year season
need?
for
Who do
sure.
the Saints need?
I
Fifth
can't
pick
answer
would
that.
be the Dolphins.
I haven't seen the Saints
Oh, you
play.
got the Dolphins. We're gonna replace the Saints and Dolphins at
The
pick.
Dolphins need a
Oh
Dolphins
wait,
need a quarterback. The Dolphins need a quarterback. I'm saying it right now. Who is not him? He needs to
I think
retire.
the
He needs
Dolphins
to do
traded away
something. But
their
like
pick.
hold on.
they
I
need a
fucked this
quarterback.
all up because I didn't have all the teams because my computer did this fucking annoying thing that it always does. Anyways, I
They need
fucked
a
up
quarterback,
the
bro.
order a little bit.
You're
That's
fine.
on me.
No, the order doesn't matter. This is just our
I'm low
mock
key. No,
draft. Like it doesn't matter that much.
I am gonna go on mute for a second. I'm gonna go in the kitchen and make me a fat ass sandwich because the boy hungry.
No,
I'm
yeah, you're
definitely
Yes,
good.
sir.
listening.
We went 17 minutes over. We talked about a lot of stuff. We fucking went over basically everything, you know? That was a great one. Yeah, the Saints and the rest of the draft we could talk about next time, and we could talk about the college football playoff because it'll develop a little bit more over time. You know what I'm saying? So that was good, and we'll talk to
And yeah.
you soon, YouTube, and everyone in the Twitch chat. Roosh, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing good, and thank you, Void, and thank you, Memphis, to my co-host. We'll see you guys later.